Sak Pase, ladies. What's happening today?
Sakafetna.
Family.
Welcome back to Unfiltered Limin with BLT. We're here. We're excited. Thanks to everyone that's been listening, sending feedback. We're so excited to have you guys, like us and all those great things. So today I wanted to do a impromptu. A little bit of ask you. It's light. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep it.
I'm nervous.
Keep it light. So my question for you, ladies, is this: so in the Caribbean, the lifestyle and the mindset is carefree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think? Well, first of all, let's explain to people island life versus American life. Like when you went to the island and you spent time, and both of these say you spent time there, the mindset. So that's the number one question. And then the second one is, do you think it changes when you come to the United States? Sak Pase. You're listening to Unfiltered Limin with BLT. Every week, we will reflect on our journeys on trying to navigate between our parents' traditional culture versus American culture. We are your hosts, Bertide,
Lisa,
and Terry.
No one's talking, so let's get unfiltered.
Yeah, it does. I'm going to jump in on that one. And tell me if I'm answering this correctly. The mindset, yes, it's definitely different. And I'm going to use an example. One time, one of my cousins and myself, I don't remember what island. I want to say it was Jamaica. I don't remember if we came off a cruise or not. Either way, we got there, and when they have all the buses for the tours and everything. And my cousin and myself, we both got off like typical New Yorkers. Where's the cabs? Where's the bus? We ready to go. Come on. And I never forget this lady. She was standing there. Oh, no, it soon come. And me and my cousin, we waited for 5 minutes, and it was like, yo, what's the problem? We got to go. Let's go. And the lady was like, it's island life. It's coming. It's soon come. And we were so frustrated, like, yo. And then she was like, oh, I don't know what the lady said, something to the fact like, oh, you Americans. And my cousin was like, went off like, nah, we from Dominica and blah, blah, blah. But she was just like, no.
So tell us how long you waited. How long you waited, though? How long was soon coming?
Yo, it was like at least 30 minutes.
Yeah, because I wanted to point that out because when islanders tell you I'm coming, you better sit your behind down for an hour. 30 minutes to an hour. That's what I meant. Soon come. So go ahead, Lisa, because I want to people to
understand. She was like, everything's irie. It soon come. You in Jamaica. Everything irie. And the more she kept talking, the more I felt like we were like on 110. But then also too, we kind of had to check ourselves. Like, we know better. We know better. You know what I mean? So yeah, because
But does it tie into? Do you think you know better because it ties into the fact that you're from an island and that's the mindset?
Yeah, because we're from.
But also because of the fact that you've been in America for that long.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. We forgot to turn it off on the plane. We forgot to turn it off. And it's like when you travel, you're just on 100 and like, okay, you still got that go, 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 go. But it's like, no, you're on vacation. Relax. But, yeah, we're just like, let's go. But then it's funny, by the end of the trip, you're all like, hey.
Yeah.
What a guan? What a guan, brethren?
Oh, my God.
Everything's irie.
I can't.
And then the other people like, we about to miss the bus.
Soon come. Another one. Soon come.
Relax yourself, Naman. Relax yourself.
He's like,
So how long, when you come back to the States, how long does it take you to go back to the state mindset after you come from?
I think it probably takes a couple days. I'm going to say maybe 3-4 days. Especially the first day you go back to work, you're just sitting there with your feet up like...
That
you want me
true.
to do some work? You want me to do some work, man? It soon come.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
You know the chups.
Yes.
Brethren.
What you want today, man? What you want from my desk today? What you want?
Oh my gosh, I can't.
You want me to do this now?
Now.
Mm.
Today, now. Yeah.
Irie.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
So tell me, like, with your parents, Lisa, or family members that, visited you, is there a change once you've been in the United States and you go through that process that changes, like you mentioned, the go, versus like people that actually family members that are from the island, they live, they work there. Is there a difference, you think, in the culture of the mindset of just, you know what I'm saying? Just take two adult family members of same age, same stuff, but one grew up in Dominica and one is in the U.S. Is the mindset different from your point of view?
Yeah, the mindset's different. I could think of another story.
Hey, I love the story.
Lisa.
Oh man, this one here. Listen, I know some people probably gonna get offended, but oh well. Listen, I had this one cousin, fresh off the boat, and see, this is where I'm about to tell the ugly side of it. The ugly side.
This is why it's unfiltered, folks.
Yes, I had a cousin, fresh off the boat. Had his wife, came to a cookout. One of my girlfriends was there, and he was trying to hit on my girlfriend right in front of his wife.
Say word.
Backing out. I'm sorry.
And
I'm pressing the brake. Say that one more time so that people understand. Him and his wife, I just want to clarify the story, came off the boat.
Yes.
Came to a family event.
Yeah, came to a family event at my parents' house, having a little cookout with his wife.
With his wife. Okay. Yep. I just want to clarify the details so that I understood in my head because I'm visualizing.
Yeah, we're painting the picture. Yeah.
And one of your girlfriends was there.
Yep. And he tried to basically kick it to my girlfriend right in front of his wife. Like, we 2 feet away from each other.
Did the wife know?
Yeah. That was my name.
Let me tell you what Lisa did. I set that off. Yeah, the American side, I set it off. Like, let me tell you what you are not about to do. I don't know what you do back home in Dominica, but let me tell you what's not going to go on here in the U.S. That stuff is disrespectful.
Wow.
And I'll put you behind on the curb. I don't care if you my older. I don't care. Wow. Male older cousin, I'll put you out. Your family members were like, Lisa, it's okay, relax. I was setting that cook-off off.
So why were they telling you to relax? Did they check? Oh,
because I think they would just
talk about it. Let's break it down.
I think again,
the
embarrassment, being prideful, the culture and everything. It's like, I'm creating a commotion. I'm bringing attention to it.
But being the fact that he's doing something he's not supposed to do. So that's the thing. Like, they checking you, but not, Wow.
You wasn't ready for that one, huh?
No, I was not, but I love it because that's a great example of the mindset of, think about the carefree life, but just like the way people move too.
You think you could just run up on any woman, even if your woman's there, that mentality. And that's why I said it's the ugly side of it too. But it's real talk, And I needed him to understand also too, like, you got to really be careful because you might run up on the wrong person. Like, I'm your female cousin and I'm digging in your behind about this. But what if you go to somebody else's American cookout and you do that and it's somebody else's wife or something like that, and somebody might not be as nice as I am.
But not only that, like, that's disrespectful to your wife. Yeah. Let's go there first. Like, sir, what we doing? Yeah. Oh Lord.
That was
Well, that was thank you, Lisa. What about you, Terry? Wow.
Man, listen. Yes.
Terry shaking her head.
I'm always shaking my head.
Let's hear it, Terry.
So just so that I understand the question, the mindset in Trinidad and the mindset here. I'm going to give you a prime example. I remember when I went to Trinidad, I was back, like, I must have been either in my late teen, early 20s. And my cousin came to pick us up from the airport. And he said, and it was pouring outside. It was raining. So I said to him, he said, I left work to come and pick y'all up. So I said, well, what time you got to get back? He said, oh, I'm not going back. I was like, what do you mean by you're not going back? He was like, it's raining outside. I'm saying, what does the rain have to do with anything? You know, he was like, oh, it's raining outside and the boss not even there either. I'm like, what kind of business y'all running that people just be leaving because it's raining? I said, rain, sleet, snow, shine, whatever, hailstorm, we at work all day, every day. He said, nah. He said, nah, my business good, boy. My business good. Okay. That I could not wrap my head around.
It goes back to the carefree. Like they're not stressing, like they're gonna work hard, but they're not stressing for you when it's not necessary for them to be stressed. It's like, okay, we're gonna work what we need to do, what we need to do. But yeah, what about here though, in comparison to here?
Well, then here, you know, I mean, basically it is, we are so tied to work and getting the work done. That is that is the American culture. But you know something, let me shift this for a little bit, because I think that there's a difference between the first generation that come from Caribbean upbringing to the ones now, because the ones now, they like whatever. They are like whatever, if you notice that. But us, the first generation, the work ethics and how we go about things is much different, because we get it firsthand and we see it firsthand from the family members and the parents of, you know, that it's important to be there on time. It's important, you know, to make sure that, you know, you do a good job, you know, those type of things. But like I said, but the ones, the children now and going down the line, they are just like, you know, when I get there, I get there. Okay. You know, I dress how I want to dress, you know, I mean, I do what I want to do, and it's whatever. And the bosses still pay them, and you know, they get away with so much more. So it is just funny how things have changed. The change, exactly. It's a lot. Right. It's a big difference. But yeah, sometimes some of the things that I've seen in actual Trinidad, I mean, 2-hour lunches.
Yes.
You know, 2-hour lunches, they go in and hanging out, or when they have, when they go on vacation, they're struggling to get at least a week or something like that. They get a whole month, you know?
Yeah. They save those days. Yes. You be like December, whenever it's like Christmas. Yes. Haitian people, Christmas, they'll save up these 3 weeks they got, or the month they got, or if they don't have it, Christmas, you can't tell a Haitian they can't go back to Haiti and spend like that month. Or even like whatever, oh Lord, you're going to have hell to pay.
Yeah, but then also too, even though they save up their time to take that month off, the American way is they give you a hard time to take that month off. Even if you have the vacation time, it's, oh my gosh, it's pulling teeth and, you know. You know.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that, you know, like to Lisa's point, you know, they do go back and forth with you, and, you know, you get the, well, you know, that type of shit. You know where that was coming from. Coming from.
Yes, I do.
So, yeah, with that, I mean, it's always the let me see and approval. But in the West Indian culture, you know that it's the holidays. It's the big truck. It's the big truck. Big truck coming. And it's backing out.
Backing out.
Oh, I know people are going to be like, the big truck. Hashtag big truck. There we go.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I think But you're right, Terry. I agree completely. And the funny thing is, like what you said with the West Indies, whether they get approval or not, they go. There's nothing stopping them. They don't feel bad or guilty. That's when they're like, okay, when I come back, I'll just find another job.
Yeah.
Like they don't let, and that's one of the mindset I think, like, because I think with the American culture, we get afraid, like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have my job when I come back.
Yep.
Like I'm going to, they don't sacrifice that time. They don't sacrifice that. Oh, okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, no, that's my time. I'm going to take it. And then, because I've, you know, working in corporate world, they do, you know, however long. If they have 3 months, they will save it. If they have whatever time, they will save it. It's their time to go spend with their family, to kind of like, you know, mentioning decompressing, having a good time, you know, because I do feel like you said, Lisa, when you go, the mindset of just like the stress is off of you. They don't worry. They come back. And it's funny because I've had family members, like one of my cousin, she's religiously like would go to Haiti like maybe 2-3 times, and she probably know who she is. I'm not gonna drop no names.
Oh, she know who she is.
Yeah. So this coronavirus is like kicking her butt because she can't go. But the reason why I mention it is because she's like, the reason why she goes when she goes, the food is healthier. She feels much better. You know what I'm saying? She's just like relaxed. She gains weight a little bit. Like she's just like, you don't understand like the vibe of just being home and you getting fresh food cooked for you every day. You understand what I'm saying? It's just the
bathing in the river.
Yes.
That salt water. Yes.
Like the mindset is just like, she's like, I'm not worrying about nothing. I'm having a good time. And I'm not saying that they don't have things to worry about, but a cousin of mine was talking about that. Even though they have things like, she put it this way. How many times do you go to an island, right? And no matter what island, there's always some type of chaos going on. But how many times do you see the people like you walking around and they're grumpy?
No, you don't see that.
That is true, you know.
Like my cousin and I were having this discussion. She's like, it don't matter what's going on. They're having a good time.
Yes,
they're laughing.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're just going on with the day, music playing, we're still fooling around. You know what I'm saying? Like she was like, we ain't doing all of that. Like, not trying to be funny with Americans, but it's like, you know, you could tell, like they said, this is the number one nation of stress. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people work and they're stressed, and it's just a different. I think that's the big difference. Being West Indies is like we have that mindset of ain't nothing stressing us. It's the world.
It's the truth. And they're friendly and they're willing to help and all that stuff. Yes, that is very true. That is very, very true.
And I feel like over time people do change, just because you get assimilated to this culture. So you start thinking like, oh, I'm starting to make this money. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to work. So then the mindset changes to what it used to be, you know, back home. And they'll tell you, like the older ones will tell you, oh, when I was back home, I didn't have to, you know, do this, or I had time to do that and all of that. So what do you ladies think?
Well, I'll piggyback on the food piece. I don't eat mangoes because mangoes, I forgot, it's like, I had this sensation on my tongue. I just don't eat mangoes. It gets like a tingling sensation, and I actually feel nauseous. So last year, was it last year or was it 18? I went to St. Lucia for a while, and I remember my friend's father took us up the mountainside or whatever, and he stopped. Somebody was like, let's get some mangoes off the tree, and I was like, I don't eat mangoes because mangoes, you know, they make me nauseous or whatever. And her dad was like, no, you should try the mango. And I was like, I don't know about it. And then everybody was kind of like, all right, Lisa, just try it because, you know, it's fresh off the tree. Like her dad, had a stick on the side of the road, pulled the truck over, was knocking the mangoes off. And I was just like, I don't know about this. So anyway, broke down and I tried because, you know, peer pressure. So I tried the mango and I was shocked. Nothing happened. I didn't have that sensation on my tongue. I didn't feel nauseous. And I was like, oh, snap. So, and then her dad was like, it's probably the pesticides in the U.S. That's what it is. And I was like, my whole life, I've been like, I have not been able to eat mangoes.
Wow.
So that's another thing also, too. Like, the food down there is fresher. It's fresh off the tree. It's, no pollution in the air. Just, so yeah, that's something else to piggyback. The food is definitely better.
Yeah.
And healthier for you. So
yep. That's what I was going to say. It is healthier for you. And a lot of times, people live longer, you know what I'm saying? Because they're growing their own food. They don't have the stress, and they just are able to chill and relax and, do what they need to do to take care of what they need to take care of.
Yeah.
What about you, Terry?
Well, I think, something also, the food, definitely, you can taste the difference. There's a big difference in the taste from here to over there. I definitely taste it in the way they cook it and the ingredients that they use and stuff like that. So, and I don't feel as, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't feel
bogged down, heavy.
Yes.
Heavy, bogged down. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, with that, definitely, it's a big difference. And if you notice too, what also think about this too, the people in the Caribbean, their lives are so much more laid back. Here, we have the seasons that change. So when the cold come, everybody kind of a little bit, because it's so
like a
cold.
Bear, hibernation.
Yes. But there, everybody is just so, something, they're catching some nice breeze and, and just life is just so much more. It's
simplistic.
Just so much, yes. Very, very simplistic. Here, it's so much going on. And sometimes the stuff that's going on is so unnecessary. But there, it is just with everything, like you said, Lisa, the prime, that statement you made, they laid back and they cool and they, cool and calm.
Don't you find also too, it takes a while for you to wind down though when you go back home?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you're so tight. Because we so busy. Everything is so quick here. You got to do this, got to get here. You're running here, you're running there. But there, when you get there, you get there.
Yep. That's one thing too.
So nobody is like this. And, when you get there, you get there. So.
And you know what? I have to piggyback off of that because that's one thing and I will use this example of doing my family reunion with my folks. Sometimes the mindset is still the same. So I had to realize when I used to schedule stuff, I'm like, 6:00, that's what time we get the space. Child, they ain't show up till 2 hours later. And then wondering why I'm up. And I'm thinking to myself, we're supposed to have this place. But it's the thing is like when you are planning to have fun, one of my cousins was like, just let it happen, cuz. Just let it happen. And I'm thinking to myself, what do you mean let it happen? Like, we got to be like, okay, dance at this time, let's do. Yeah. And then ever since that first reunion, big ups to my cousin that said that, I was just like, yeah. And then the next year we went to Key West and oh my gosh, I let it happen. And it was like the best time because you're just living in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And then, enjoying the people, because I think the other thing too here, because you're so go and focus on the plan and the schedule, you miss the opportunity to connect. You miss the opportunity to just have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the lessons I had to learn. Just like, let it happen, cuz. Just let it happen.
Wow.
So yeah, so on that note, ladies, I think that has been great. Thank you for,
impromptu.
Yes. So entertaining my impromptu question, but it was good.
Anytime. We're here all week. So our fans too, definitely comment and
let us know if there are any differences or similarities of the mindset that we didn't mention that you're like, we'd love to hear if you guys think there is a difference or if there isn't a difference, and if there is, let us know what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Until next time, ladies. À la prochaine, le peuple. Thank you for joining us this week on Unfiltered Limin with BLT. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and join our Facebook page at Unfiltered Limin with BLT. As always, subscribe to the show to catch every new episode and leave us a review so we can continue to bring you fresh, exciting content. See you next Thursday, same time, same station. Unfiltered Limin with BLT is edited and produced by Unfiltered Limin with BLT.